Saturday, August 20th, 2022. Coming to Hartford, Michigan at the Van Buren Poorhouse Museum, it's Ghost-O-Rama. Ghost-O-Rama is a one-of-a-kind event. It's a paranormal meet and greet / flea market / Comic-Con, car show, and much, much more. There'll be paranormal groups, the Ghostbusters, the Mystery Machine, spooky vendors, live band, ghost tour, Jurassic Park, killer cars, food truck, disc jockey, historical museum, kid haunted house, and much more. Van Buren County Historical Museum. That's right, out at 58471 Red Arrow Highway, Hartford, Michigan, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an outdoor market, which is free to the public. That's right, you heard me. It's open to the public. There'll be a museum tour, $5 per person. Also, from 9 to 11, a ghost tour, $20 per person. That's right, Ghost-O-Rama is hitting West Michigan, Saturday, August 20th, 2022, at the Hartford Van Buren Poorhouse Museum. This is sponsored by Southern Michigan Paranormal's UnrestrictedRadio.com, the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition, How to Halloween, Frankenfest, and the Midwest Parahistorical Society.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday, March 25th episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. Just a heads up, I don't know how long I'm going to be in here this morning. The blood clot is really really breaking up now and hitting the lungs, and breathing is such a challenge now at times that I hardly slept at all last night. I've been up in here since 2, so about 6 hours now I've been up in here. I finally got tired of trying to sleep at 2 o'clock after my 4th time waking up. How much payola do you get for advertising that particular whorehouse? Well, it's a poorhouse, so they really don't have anything to pay me with. I get like rice once in a while, but that's the extent of it. Whatever meat comes across the menu, I might get a piece when the kitchen's open, but other than that, that's about the extent of it. Some mystery meat and rice, but that's okay because, you know, everybody else is taken care of. Hope you guys are doing good this morning. It is a balmy 35 degrees here in Southwest Michigan right now, and raining again, fourth day in a row. So no, actually it is good, Candy. It is good because if it's not breaking up and hitting me here where I'm going to feel it and know that it's breaking up, then I have no notification whether it's breaking up or not. So, you know, it sounds kind of BDSM-ish and a little sadistic, but the more chest pain I have, the harder time I have breathing, the more I know it's breaking up. So, I mean, you know, I don't have an appointment with my family doctor until next Tuesday. But blood clots are particular little creatures. They can take up to 6 months or longer to break up completely. And, well, it's taking its sweet time. So, but I'm alive and kicking. I'm doing good. And, you know, just a little tired. So, you know, when I when I shut this down, I'll be going in and laying into bed and working on a video, or finishing up a video I think we're going to do for a premiere tonight. Not really sure. Actually, it's not a bad video. I might save it till Sunday. I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling, whether or not I'm above or under the weather come this evening. But yeah. So I hope you guys are both doing good this morning. Apparently, KG has overslept again. You know, if she was actually in Indiana with Wookie, I could probably excuse her for oversleeping because I know she's not going to get in bed till late, or at least get to sleep until late. But being down there in Kentucky still by her lonesome, I know she's sitting up playing video games half the night, and that's why she can't. That's why she can't get up in the morning for the live streams. Might have to punish her and take her video game player away from her for a few days. Oh yeah, yeah. It's painful, but they told me it would be. They forewarned me that depending upon how big the chunks are of the blood clot that break off and go up the artery and get into my lungs, the more painful it's going to be. They told me if the pain got too awful extreme to call 911 and take an ambulance ride back to the hospital, and they'd give me something for the pain. But it's not that unbearable yet. It's just breathtaking, I think, is the right word to use. It's just breathtaking, but it's something you live with, and that's. I'm not gonna whine or boo-hoo about it. It's there. It's there, and it's letting me know I'm alive, and the blood thinners are working, so I'm not gonna complain. But I do appreciate it. Sorry, I was AFK. Mason came over. You're all right, Rusty. You're all right. Hey, Ty, morning. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good this morning out there in Iowa. I managed to silently lurk in the shadows the other evening when you and Candy and KG had your little evening stream thing. That was quite interesting. Didn't feel like talking. Didn't feel like it. I could have come up and bothered you and stuff like that, but I didn't want to get dressed either. So not the greatest, but yeah, what can you say? All right, Rusty. That's cool, bud. Better go take care of them chores. I got some to do today myself. Um, the wife actually made homemade dumplings last night for the first time. So instead of having those terribly disgusting Yankee drop dumplings, she actually made some good old Southern floured square dumplings last night, and it was absolutely amazing. I do have to call Mom sometime today and brag about that. That just because, just because my wife was born in Yankee land, she can still do a recipe well. So other than that, I ain't got much to do today. Oh man. Of course, we're supposed to do our investigation possibly Sunday evening. I don't know if that's going to go off or not. Just depends on everybody that's supposed to be here on Sunday, whether or not they show, whether or not Mark can come. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Other than that, not much planned in the near future. We're working on getting other investigations as soon as this weather breaks. But I mean, 4 days of rain now. I don't look forward to be cutting down anytime soon. Yeah, you was cutting up on KG stream. Yeah, you're right about that. And it's fun. It's fun to sit and watch you guys and just kind of lurk back in the shadows and watch you goofy shits up there having fun. Good morning, Blaine. Good to see you this morning, bud. No, I didn't see Mr. Frog. I wasn't on there very long. I was probably on there 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. Just kicking back, watching y'all, and I decided it was time to go lay down. Hope you're doing all right this morning, Blaine. Loved the video yesterday, by the way. It was really nice seeing a different piggy game other than piggy banking. I really liked the one you played yesterday with you showed yesterday with the exploding piggies on it. That was kind of sadistically cool. Little exploding piggies everywhere. And you missed out on my greatest act. Oh, did you actually act talented? Hmm. It looks like a fun new game. It looks like a fun new game. It's been so long since I've had the money to actually go to a casino that I don't know what kind of new games they got. I know the wife had to go in an hour early this morning because one of the girls called off, but um, that's about all I know anymore. It's been, oh God, 6 months, 7 months since I've had a chance to even go and stick a $20 bill in somewhere. But what do you do? I enjoy sitting and watching you play. That's the fun stuff right there. Watch how I word things. Candy and KG couldn't catch their breath, both returning callers from overlapping. Good morning, Elvis. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. I wish I could go this morning, but got to go to work. Yeah, go figure. Work. I feel sorry for those of you that have jobs outside the house. Work seems to be that thing that always interferes with the things we would like to do. Thank you, Elvis. I appreciate that. Smashing that like button, that little thumbs up right there. For some reason, YouTube likes them little thumbs ups, and I mean they're pretty decor, but other than that, drinking my coffee at work, trying to wake up. Man, I've been up for 6 hours, and I am still drinking my coffee, trying to wake up. All right, Blaine, you have a good day yourself, bud. Try to enjoy work a little bit. I mean, a little bit. And we'll catch you later, bud. Looking forward to tomorrow morning's video as well. Saturdays always seem to be the big ones. I pushed semis for 40 years. I never referred to it as work. It's the way the old man was. 40 years as a service manager doing something he loved. And, he never thought of it as work. He always told me, do something you love, or it'll be work every day. And he loved dealing with the customers. He loved solving their problems. He never called it work. Still to this day, 80 years old, he loves trying to work on cars. He don't know anything about the newer ones. Somebody rolls up in the driveway and has a problem with a pre-1980, an old pickup or farm pickup or something like that. He's all over that thing like dung beetles on cow poop. He used to work on the old man's Ford that passed away a couple of years ago that lived next door to him. Whenever he'd have issues with that old Ford, my dad'd be right there laid up over the fender well on it trying to fix it. Been up since 5 a.m. Still on your first cup. You are slacking, girl. I think I'm on my 5th cup. I might wait till Sunday to premiere that video because, well, the video is about the Native American beliefs in Bigfoot, but I'm thinking I might try to interview him for the video. Not really sure, but I might try to interview Bigfoot. The communication thing seems to be a little bit of a problem, but I think we can probably work past it. Drew, I got the video wrote out doing a slideshow with a narrative. Interesting. Good morning, Tony. Good to see you this morning, bud. Hope you're doing good. Just trying to find a few more pictures. That should be cool. Hmm. Like I said earlier, guys, not sure how long I'm going to be on here. The blood clot is breaking up in my leg, and I'm getting more and more of it passing up through my lungs. Um, so I'm having the trouble breathing. I'm having the chest pain. Everything that they warned me would occur when the clot started breaking up. Uh, so yeah, uncomfortable, but yes, also a good sign that it is breaking up. So, and like I said a little earlier, thankfully I've only got maybe another 6 months of this, and it'll be all broke up. Mm. Just trying to cut back a little. Well, what's the fun in that? I mean, there's no fun in cutting back on the old coffee thing. Um, just a heads up on you got for you guys. I never got a confirmation on tonight's live stream interview. Um, so there is not a scheduled guest tonight. I contacted like three different people and from three different parts of the country. And I never got a confirmation back from any of them. But yesterday was Ben's birthday from Afterlife Road. And uh, he's out of town yesterday. But when he gets back in town tomorrow, he's going to get a hold of a few members of his group and see who wants to come on and talk about all that fun stuff that they do in their investigations. What scares the padiddles out of the girls? What it's like having their fearless leader as the only skeptic in the group. So, oh, I know I got your confirmation. Once again, though, since I don't have anything scheduled, it all depends on how I'm feeling tonight because right now I feel like crap. I was going to do another non-video live stream this morning because I felt so crappy. And I just decided in the last 15 minutes to um, get dressed, take off my t-shirt, actually put some normal everyday clothes on, and do a videoed live stream. I mean, it feels that bad to move, and that's why I have no lights on in here too. Is because the lump on the back of my head is getting smaller, and needless to say, I'm getting headaches a little bit more frequently now. So you look like crap too. So it is all aligned with the universe. Thank you, Tony. I'm glad I'm not the only one um, that feels that way. I stood in front of the mirror just a few minutes ago. Well, 45 minutes ago, I stand in front of the mirror going, "Geez, criminy, you look like somebody done dug you up, brought you back to life for the sole purpose of doing a live stream. You poor decrepit bastard. No offense, brother, but you don't exactly look so good." Well, I'm gasping for air, and I really honestly probably should have the little oxygenation thing on my finger here to see what my oxygen level is right now. But, you know, like I said, I was forewarned about all this stuff. So, I mean, I knew that as it broke up, it was going to interfere. I knew it was going to interfere with my breathing. I knew there was going to be chest pain involved. I knew all that. So I'm not stressed about it. So whatever it takes to get you here. Yeah. Whatever gets you here, you know. Yeah. That's exactly it, Tony. That's exactly it. Oh. Oh, oh, I know, Ty. I know. I mean, but you know, there's really honestly not much you can do from, you know, 5 hours away. I mean, it's nice to know you're a phone call away, but there's really honestly not much you can do to help me from 5 hours away. Um, I mean, I could always use a babysitter, somebody to do some of the stuff around here so I don't got to get up and do it. But, you know, it's that exercise that keeps that thing breaking up. So it's like a double-edged sword. You don't really feel like moving, but at the same time, you know, you have to move to keep getting better. So you do what you got to do, what you got to do. I woke up with a headache this morning. I actually got 4 hours of sleep last night. Still feels like I overslept. That's about what I got. Well, a little less than that because I woke up like 4 times before I finally got up at 2. But I laid down about 10 and got up at 2. And like I said, that was like the 4th time waking up before I finally decided to get up. Because no matter how I laid, my chest was hurting and stuff. And it's like, okay. I'll start trekking. Might take me longer than 7 hours to get there. I don't know. Just depends on how well this works. You might get here faster than 7 hours. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Tony. And that's, you know, that's what I meant by, you know I have to move, even though moving just completely drains me of energy. Uh, and makes me tired, makes it harder to breathe. But at the same time, without that movement, I don't get better. So yeah, exactly. Good morning, Pocket Watch. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday to everyone. I hope I hope you guys are having a little better weather in your location. This is, of course, our 4th day of rain, and it's not even rain. We've had one thunderstorm in 4 days. It lasted about 5 minutes. Other than that, it's just been mist for 148 hours. So hitchhiking is kind of illegal, but I'll walk the entire way. You're a moron. I got to be there to take care of the girls. You can't leave to come and take care of me. They're more important. I got my daughter here with me today. She didn't have school. They had a field trip to some place that made waffles, and it's like she told her mom, "Dad makes better waffles than anybody, so I can have waffles at home if I want them. I don't want to go on a field trip and spend the day hearing about waffles." So um, had several inches of rain the past 2 days. Yeah, I wish we would have several inches of rain, but like I said, it's been mist, 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 mist. And night before last, we actually had a thunderstorm that came up from your direction, Tony, and it lasted 5 minutes. I mean, it rained so hard you could barely see the houses across the street. It lightning, it thundered so hard the floor shook. The wind picked up, and then all of a sudden, mist. And it's been just misting ever since. Just enough to make going outside and doing anything miserable, but not hard enough to actually do anything. Oh, grandma's there today. Well, I mean, but grandma's gonna have to stay even longer if you take off hiking this way, because yeah, if you walk the whole way, bud, it's gonna take you 2 days to get here, and yeah, by then, it'll be the weekend. You just want to come for that cookout on Sunday if we have it. I know what you're doing. You're trying to come back in for more grilled burgers and stuff like that. I got you figured out. I know your game. I'm going to, you show up for the cookout, you ain't getting nothing but hot dogs. And they're going to be cheap hot dogs. We got mud. Yeah, we got that. We got mud. We got mud. The swamp dogs are refusing to come out and walk in it. Oh, goodness gracious sake. Yeah, I'm really hoping this rain stops by Sunday. When I get done with the live stream this morning, I need to get back on um, the MPS chat and find out who is going to be here Sunday for the cookout. Um, so I don't know how much hamburger to get out of the freezer and thaw out for burgers, and know how many packs of buns have the wife pick up at the store. But then again, go figure, I planned on doing a cookout when it was 68 degrees out here and everything else. And now, we're having mornings back in the 30s again. At that point in time, our mornings were 55, 56, 50, almost 60 degrees. It stopped here. Now we are expecting wind advisories. Wow. Yeah, that'll definitely help dry the aforementioned mud. You are correct on that. Huh. 25th. Let me see here. 5 more days. Daddy's birthday. He'll be a big whopping 81. Coming up in exactly 1 month is the Morris Performing Arts Center investigation. Hopefully we'll get a few more cemeteries in before then. I don't want to make you guys wait for a month for the next investigation video. 30 is normal though, right? Usually about this time, Tony, we're seeing more in the 40s, low 50s, kind of, sort of. By May, we'll have mid 50s, low 60s. And then by June, of course, we'll be starting our days off in the high 60s, low 70s. So, yeah, by July and August, we're starting off our mornings in the 70s, mid 70s to high 70s. So, and then we got 2.5 months of that, and then we're back to the 50s and 60s again, and then slowly wiggling back down. $40 here. The weather dude said it was normal low. Temperature seems to be starting to rise, though. We've gone up a couple degrees since I started the stream. So we'll see. We might actually see 60 degrees today, but it's still going to be misty. I just got the warning on the phone for rain starting here real soon. I'd like to know how it's going to start when it's never stopped. You know, it's kind of funny. You were talking about how the swamp dogs are refusing to go out and walk in it. Every single time I open the door, we've already got the bottom of the screen doors opened up about 6 or 8 inches for the nice days, so we can get some of the heat to come in. Every single time I open the inside door, the cats are sticking their face in that little 7 or 8 inch crack at the bottom, breathing the cool air in. So, but then of course these guys are the ding dongs too that lay in front of the fan all summer long because, you know, it's so ungodly hot in this microwave oven that we live in. So they take in the cool air anytime they can get the cool air. So yeah, definitely be a video out by Sunday. Like I said, that's going to be the Native American beliefs in Bigfoot. Very possibly an interview with Bigfoot. I don't really know. He's very elusive. He is, after all, the hide and seek champion of the world. So it's really hard to find him long enough to get an interview done with him, but you know, we're going to try. I mean, you know, strictly for entertainment purposes only because I'm tired of always being so damn serious and I like to have a little fun once in a while. What can I say? Maybe an investigation coming up on Sunday. I don't know yet. I haven't heard for sure. And then, of course, possibly again, there's a lot of possiblies in this, isn't there? Possibly a guest next Friday night. Um, one of our supporters, one of our family members, Ben from Afterlife Road. Talk less, breathe more. When you gonna be heading back down to the homestead, Tony? Anytime here soon? You guys should be breaking ground on the cabin here in the next month or so, shouldn't you? Next weekend. Mr. Frog was super funny. On KG stream, you missed the laughs and tears from Die Hard. Well, I'm going to have to go back and take a little bit longer look at that live stream then. I mean, if Mr. Frog is that funny, I'm going to have to check that out. Talked to the building guy yesterday. Depends on, again, mud. Now, are you guys doing a basement underneath that, or are you just doing a crawl space underneath the cabin, Tony? Close that mouth. You're going to catch a fly with it open. Hey, dog. Good to see you, bud. Hope your tests and everything went good at the doctor the other morning. Candy's Magic Mountain Milk, peppermint flavor. She's full of surprises, isn't she? I seen her on a live stream the other day. I never realized she had legs. Every time I see her, she's sitting on the couch. I actually caught her up walking around in the kitchen. I was like, oh my God, that girl's got legs. Oh, it's more like a trailer. Okay. Black pillars. But it was funny. Tyler had us rolling. We couldn't breathe. Had tears from laughing so hard. Tyler's good at that. I got to admit, he's about as quippy as I can be. We got to be related. I mean, he has to be one of my kids, you know. Just as quick as he is with those quips and stuff, pulling it out, making people laugh. Yeah, exactly. Rusty, she has legs. She knows how to use them. Good morning, Sam T. Hope you're doing good this morning. Ow. Oh, on it. Every time I hiccup, it just feels like my right lung's going to explode. Hey, Sam T, you desperate. Never mind. Well, happy Friday, Santee. I'm glad you could join us, bud. And of course, you know, Santee being another one of our Saturday video releasers. Can't wait. We haven't been talking as much lately because, you know, I'm busy, he's busy. And I used to get kind of a little hint, heads up what the Saturday videos were going to be about. But here lately, he's been catching me off guard and surprising me, and I've been really enjoying it. I love to cheer friends up. I'm almost convinced to do stand up comedy or ventriloquism. Found out I'm pretty good at it. Oh, wow. I never realized that, Ty. I mean, I knew you was really good at talking out your ass, but I didn't know you was good at ventriloquism. So, I mean, that's stranger behind the cactus. This week is an interesting look at wallets. Sounds mundane, but it should be fun. Oh, yeah. Yep. Of course, you know, I'm sure you're covering market wallets and the long wallets like I used to carry that you don't ever have to fold your money or anything over in. They're actually about 2 inches longer than a bill. Um, let's see here. Today in history in about 10 minutes. So you need to get the old speech to text thing again for nostalgia's sake. That was funny. That was funny. Somebody wanted me to be the dummy, but I wasn't falling for that trick again. Nope, not sitting on any more laps. Look, he said he could only imagine what I could do with a sock puppet. Well, the nice thing about a sock puppet is you can't impregnate it. Tyler, you like to cheer friends up, make me and KG roll. The one really cool thing about being good at ventriloquism, Ty, is, you know, when the girls get old enough to go out in the yard and clean up the dog poop and stuff like that, you could sit on the porch and throw your voice at the dog poop and make it talk to the girls when they're bending down to get it. Um, of course, you know, very fun to terrorize your children with your abilities. Um, Also, you know, you guys go out to walk the dog this summer and, you know, somebody bends down to pet the puppy or something like that, and the puppy talks to them. That's always, it's always fun. Yeah, exactly. That is talking shit. You're right. You know, one of these days, sometime in the future, I'll have to get Santee back on one of the Friday night streams when he's not, you know, killing himself through the week at work and just wants to come home at night and relax. Um, Charlie McCarthy would be proud. You know, I remember having one of those puppets back in the late 70s, early 80s. Ventriloquism was always a love of mine. I never thought I'd ever be a ventriloquist, but I always loved watching them. And that's probably why I'm such a big fan of Jeff Dunham now. That and the fact that, you know, my wife sometimes on rare occasions sounds like Peanut when she says certain things. So the geese are coming back. I can hear geese out there. Jeff Dunham is my inspiration. Dunham, the other white meat. But for those of you that's not been in the chat very long, you will see me up here breathing heavy. Um, it's nothing to be alarmed about. The blood thinners are working out. The blood clot is breaking up. They forewarned me before I ever left the hospital that as the blood clot broke up, it would pass through my lungs. The bigger pieces of it would cause chest pain. It would cause trouble breathing. So while that portion of the recovery process is painful, um, it's part of the recovery process. So it's like I said before, luckily the blood clot was not located in an artery that went to my brain or went to my heart, only to my lungs. The nurse described it as thinking of that artery as an interstate, and the only off ramps available go to the lungs. So, but as I continue to take the blood thinners, the chunks that do go into the lungs do dissolve back into the lining of the lungs and everything over a period of, you know, a day or 2 days. So, you know, hopefully, you know, by the time you guys see me first of the week, I will at least yeah, not be sitting up here looking like I'm hyperventilating or something. Oh, I already had my breakfast, Tony. Blood thinners, metoprolol, my lipozides, my aspirin, my my painkillers, all three of those. My other one for the blood sugar, atorvastatin. And I think there's like 2 or 3 more that I don't remember the names of. Thank you, Santee. I do actually feel a lot better. I'm able to get up and move around and walk. There's no more pain in my leg. None of that. But the getting up and walking is what helps to break it up, and that's what causes the discomfort up across here. So, you know, like I said earlier, it's a double-edged sword. You know, this is part of the healing process, but if I'm not up moving around, then I'm not healing. So, Seamus, the Irish baby, I may make a leprechaun ventriloquist. That would be cool. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Exactly. When I had my heart attack 2 years ago, that's what they told me about the stent, that my body would try to reject it and it would be painful when it does, and I still have pains from it. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. And I'm very, very thankful for the fact that, you know, the cardiologists and the doctors that I've been to all tell me how good and strong my heart sounds. Um, so I'm very, very thankful for that. That's one thing I don't have to worry about, at least at the current time. Give me another 25 years, I might, you know, but in 25 years, I'll be, 77 years old, and who the hell knows what I'll be doing. One stent, just one. I have 6 or 7, lost count. My God, man. I had my first stent at 38. My God. You would think the way I used to abuse my body with, especially when I donated plasma. I used to love to screw with the girls at Bear Plasma Center, because every day that I planned on going in and donating plasma, I would wake up extra early and fry a big hamburger steak and with grilled mushrooms and onions, and about 5 hours before I had to go and donate. That way they had to change the filter a couple times during the plasmapheresis process, and they were always like, "My God, all the grease and stuff in your blood right now, all the fatty tissue. We're surprised that you haven't dropped dead from a heart attack yet." I live on hamburger and bacon. I mean, seriously, you just can't have non-greasy hamburger or bacon. Thank God, I had 90% blockage in the main artery. Watchmen. Okay, Rusty. I've seen the movie Watchmen. I've never seen the TV series. I actually just found a new TV series last night. I was blown away about. It's a brand new Halo TV series. They've only got one episode on Paramount Plus, and I hate to say it, but that's pretty cool. I've never played the game. I've seen the couple of movies that was made about Halo, but the TV series, I think it's going to be like The Mandalorian. I think it's really going to take a lot of people by surprise. I mean, totally going against everything we've ever learned about the super soldiers and the process of becoming a Spartan and stuff like that. It was blown away. I even had the wife, she hates sci-fi. And I even had her stuck watching the behind the scenes show after I got done watching the show, because she was out cooking this chicken and dumplings last night. And she didn't want to have no part of watching the show, but she got done, came in, started eating dinner when the behind the scenes thing started, and she was blown away by the detail and stuff in it. Good morning, Taryn. Hope you're doing good this morning. Nothing to do with entertainment, Drew. It could save your life. It saved my father-in-law. Oh, okay. All right. I will definitely watch it then, sir. I'm all for saving my life. I mean, it's not like, you know, either side really wants me, but one of them's afraid of me burning it down, and the other one's afraid of me taking over. So. Here we go. Now we got Today in History featuring Rusty. 1634, under charter granted to Lord Baltimore and led by his brother Leonard Calvert, first settlers found Catholic colony in Maryland. Guys should go to the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash. I wish I could get back out there, Taryn. I really, really, really miss that place. I don't think I will ever find a location that affects me near as much as just those couple of days in Gettysburg has. You know, I don't hold on to memories very well, but I remember just about everything about that trip 2 years ago out there. 1740, construction begins on evangelist George Whitefield's Bethesda Orphanage in Georgia. 1776, Continental Congress authorizes a medal for George Washington. Hello, Tyrone. Good to see you this morning. I've never lost one heart attack patient, and the reason is I poured down them a cup of cayenne tea, teaspoon of cayenne, and a cup of hot water, and within minutes they're up and around. Dr. John Christopher. Oh yes, it'll most definitely do that to you. And what's really sad is, you know, we didn't even have that much. We went around and seen the sights of the battlefield, but I really want to spend more time in town, checking out the town of Gettysburg, talking to the people, you know, talking to the tour companies, the guys that lead the tours, stuff like that. Everybody does videos on the hauntings of Gettysburg, but I would actually like to do a video on the people that have experienced the mysteries of Gettysburg. 1776, Continental Congress authorizes a medal for, yeah, we already talked about that. It was a very popular medal. It made the list twice, guys. 1811, Percy Bysshe Shelley is expelled from the University of Oxford for his publication of the pamphlet The Necessity of Atheism. I'm holding my Gettysburg Light Peace Museum saber letter opener that I bought on a 5th grade trip in 1971. That's very cool. Very cool. 1813, first U.S. flag flown in battle on the Pacific by the freaking Essex. By the freaking Essex. I like that. By the freaking Essex. Fifth grade in 71 does the math. Damn, I'm still the oldest. Yeah. I was 3. I wasn't even in kindergarten yet. So, that was a fifth grade trip for him in 71, which means that he was about 8 years older than me, which means he was probably born in 1960. Lincoln on slavery. I have no purpose, directly or indirectly, to interfere with the institution of slavery. Mm-hmm. Yep. 1851, Yosemite Valley discovery made public by Major James D. Savage and Captain John Boyling after being shown by Indian guides in California. 1856, A. High Burnside, Patton's Burnside Carmine. 1961. Okay, I was close. 1863, first U.S. Army Medal of Heart Award to Heart Award Medal of Heart Award to 6 Army soldiers by 1863, first U.S. Army Medal of Heart Award to 6 Army soldiers by U.S. Secretary of War Ed Stanton in Washington. 1863, skirmish at Brentwood, Tennessee. Rusty, are you using talk to text again? If so, good job. (1864) Battle of Pataluchia, Kentucky. Research Teddy Roosevelt Jr. He was Governor General of the Philippines and of Puerto Rico, and his wife's name was Eleanor. Eleanor Roosevelt. Thunder, good to see you. Discharged from Vietnam, 1970 run, Richard Milhouse Nixon, my commander-in-chief. Formerly Eleanor Butler. 1865, Battle of Booth Spring, Florida. And not seen thunder in here in a while, have we? Good to have you back, bud. Yep, yep, we did. We like to talk the text thing, man. You get that little bit of history in there. We get a few laughs in there with it because of how sucky talk to text is. And I mean, you know, with a little effort, we can stare at it for a second, figure out what it's trying to say. "1865, Battle of Petersburg in an unsuccessful counterattack. Confederate is attack. Fort steady." Yep. All right, Tony. You have a good day, bud. Have a good show. We'll catch you later. Ah, Thunder, we're always here. We're always here. No worries. 1865, SS General Line at Cape Hatteras catches fire and sinks, killing 400. All right, Santee. You have yourself a good day, bud. Take care, and we'll catch you later. I would say have a good day at work, but we all know better because most of us know what you do, and there is no such thing. I mean, you know, unless the local retirement home isn't bringing a busload into town to take care of all their business needs, then it's possibly a good day. 1882, first demonstration of pancake making held at a department store in New York City. Wow. 1894, Coxey's Army of the Unemployed sets out from Massillon, Ohio for Washington, D.C. 1898, Intercollegiate Trap Shooting Association formed in New York City. Intercollegiate Trap Shooting. Huh, I'll be damned. 1807, British outlawed slavery, began enforcing abolition by capturing and impounding or destroying slave ships off Africa's western coastline. That's interesting. It's kind of hard to believe that the British started doing that in 1807, but yet slavery was still legal for another 55 years here, and, well, illegally still performed for another decade or so after that. 1898, writer O. Henry sentenced to 5 years in prison for embezzling $854 from a bank, reportedly to pay for his sick wife's medical bills. Just stop early to see my bone doctor. Pop. Oh, wow. 1900, U.S. Socialist Party forms in Indianapolis. 1901, 55 die as Rock Island train derailed near Marshalltown, Iowa. Always here, Thunder. Always here. You stop by anytime. You just take care of yourself. Hope to see you soon too. (1902) Irving W. Colburn patents sheet glass drawing machine. 1905 Confederate battle flags captured during the American Civil War are returned to the South. There are non-traditional forms of slavery in Africa today involving human trafficking and the enslavement of child soldiers and laborers in Angola, Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Gabon, and Cameroon. All right, Thunder. You take care. Have a good day. Hope your bone doctor has some good words for you. Like I said, just about every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning and evening, we are here. So Drew's always here. So just stop by anytime that you get to win. We're here. 1911, a Triangle Shirtwaist Factory catches fire. 145 die. All but 13 girls in Greenwich Village, New York. 1913, Great Dayton flood. Winter rains cause Great Miami River to flood Ohio's greatest natural disaster. Still exists today. (1913) Home of Vaudeville. Palace Theater opens, New York City, starring Ed Wynn. 1915, first submarine disaster. U.S. F-4 sinks off Hawaii, killing 21. If I think if time travel was possible, the early 20th century would be a time I would really like to go back to experience things like the First World War, vaudeville, the really big uptick of Broadway, things like that, just to be able to compare entertainment from today to what it was like 110 or 120 years ago. 1919, Woodrow Wilson's dream of a League of Nations becomes a reality after the League Covenant is adopted by the Paris Peace Conference. Asylum Malcolm. Allah, welcome, welcome. Every once in a while, we will have a piece of history or something that actually comes or talks about the Quran. Not very often, but sometimes. 1931, Hal Kemp and his orchestra record Whistles with Skinniness. 1931, Scottsboro boys arrested in Alabama accused of raping a white woman. 1936, 200-inch mirror blank to build the Hale telescope leaves Corning, New York for California, then the largest telescopic mirror ever made. According to the American Public Works Association, a citywide epidemic of cholera, typhoid, and dysentery killed 12% of Chicago's 750,000 residents. Very interesting. You know, guys, totally off in a different direction. I found something this morning that just completely blew me away. It was a video of a emergency broadcast system test. And they actually, it was a nuclear attack test release. And it amazingly had to do with Russia launching nuclear missiles towards the US. And if you didn't know that this was a test broadcast, it very eerie to sit and listen to that automated voice describe what is happening, what people need to do, things like that. Like I said, it's very, very eerie. Patriarchy doesn't know what a mistake is. Sadly enough, in a lot of cases, that is true. 1937, Washington Daily News is first U.S. newspaper with perfumed advertising pages. 1939, Billboard magazine introduces Hillbilly music truck. Everyone's praying a dead man on a cross, hoping there's somewhere better to go once they die. Creates a whole lot of energy and thought towards death. Call it Mother's Death Wish. Very well put. Very well put. I can understand that. 1941, Carolina Paprika Mills in Dillon, South Carolina, Incorporated. To learn the best way not to wage war, study the War of the Triple Alliance, 1864 to 70, a war in which 90% of Paraguay's men were killed. Good morning, Deb. Good to see you this morning, bud. 1943, Jimmy Durante and Gary Moore premiere on the radio. 1946, first performance of Igor Stravinsky's Ebony Concerto by Woody Herman and his Thundering Herd at Carnegie Hall, New York City. 1947, coal mine explosion in Centralia, Illinois, kills 111. There's nothing you can do. 1951, E. Purcell and E. M. Ewan detect 21 centimeter radiation at Harvard's 21. 51, E. Purcell and E. M. Ewan detect 21 radiation at Harvard's physics lab. 1954, RCA manufactures first color TV set, 12.5-inch screen at $1,000. News is what somebody somewhere wants to suppress. All the rest is advertising. And Allah, let me be the first to say you are absolutely, positively correct on that. And I think it's that way all around the world. We're like mushrooms, my friend. We are kept in the dark and fed shit. We are told what they want us to know, and that's the only thing we're told. We are never told about the things that they don't want us to know about. So I am going to be the first one to say you are absolute. I agree with that statement 100%. 1955, United States Customs seizes copies of Allen Ginsberg's poem Howl as obscene. Shit, they ain't seen nothing yet. That's 1955. They ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, America proved it can get a lot more obscene than that. 1960, first guided missile launched from nuclear-powered sub, the Halibut. The atomic world does not mimic the physical world, yet the physical world is constructed of atoms. Yes. Throughout the 1930s, Bud Jameson from the Three Stooges, Disorder in the Court, and comic Jimmy Adams toured the U.S. performing songs as the Rolling Stones. 1961, Gypsy closes at Broadway Theater, New York City after 702 performances. Now that's a hell of a run. 1961, Elvis Presley performs live on the USS Arizona. Oh. 1961, Explorer 10 launched into elongated Earth orbit. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends. I think I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. John Lennon. 1963, KWHY KY. Channel 22 in Los Angeles, California begins broadcasting. KY. Huh. I'll be damned. 1965, Martin Luther King Jr. leads 25,000 to state capitol in Montgomery, Alabama. (1966) U.S. Supreme Court rules poll tax unconstitutional. Y'all ever wonder what the last 54 years, the last almost 55 years would have been like if his assassination would have never taken place? What would the world be like today if Martin Luther King Jr. never died? Japanese researchers have perfected a 1-hour healing and pressuring process that turns cow feces into vanillium, the main component of vanilla bean extract. Mayu Yamamoto. 1967, Who and Cream make U.S. debut at Murray, the K's Easter show. Very cool. Martin Luther King Jr., who gratefully received the Margaret Sanger Award from Planned Parenthood in 1966, said there's a striking kinship between our movement and Margaret Sanger's early efforts. (968) KLVX TV, Channel 10 in Las Vegas, Nevada. PBS channel begins broadcasting. 1968, U.S. performs a nuclear test at the Nevada test site. They like to keep re-radiating that little section of the desert out there. You're all right, Stephen. Don't worry about it, bud. Good morning. This isn't a job, dude. You don't got to be here at a certain time. Y'all can sleep in, get a little morning love, do your chores, tend to the livestock, go out and have breakfast, whatever you want to do. Nobody got to be here at a certain time but me. (1976) My Fair Lady opens at St. James Theater, New York City for 384 performances. (1979) Space Shuttle Columbia arrives at Kennedy Space Center to prepare for its first launch, which would eventually happen in 1981. Good morning, Sonny. Hope you're doing good this morning. (1982) First broadcast of Cagney and Lacey, starring Sharon Glass and Tyne Daly on CBS TV. I remember watching that show. Those girls were badass back then. Police detectives in New York City. The Quran says, those who say that our Creator is God and follow the straight path shall have nothing to fear or to regret. They shall forever dwell in paradise as a reward for their labors. (1985) Edwin Meese III takes office as U.S. Attorney General. 1986, Supreme Court rules Air Force could ban wearing yarmulkes. I'm up for another day. Hopefully you're feeling good today, Drew. I'm not doing too awful bad, Sonny. I'm not doing too awful bad. The blood clot's breaking up a lot more. I'm feeling the pain across my lungs. I'm having a hard time breathing. I've talked about this a couple times in the stream so far. It's painful. It's uncomfortable, but it is definitely a good sign. So I'm not going to bark or whine or complain about it because that's how I know the blood clot's breaking up. So yay, I'll take the chest pain and stuff. 1987, U.S. Supreme Court rules that gender-based workplace affirmative action plans does not constitute discrimination on the basis of sex under the Civil Rights Act 1964. 1988, NASA launches space vehicle S-206. Good night, Pocket Watch. Go get yourself some sleep. Take care of yourself. And if we don't catch you later today, we'll see you the first of the week. 1990, fire in illegal New York City social club kills 87. 1995, boxer Mike Tyson released from jail after serving 3 years. I wonder if that was on the domestic abuse case or if that was on the gnawing on somebody's ear case. I forget. 1996, Comet. C, 1996, B2. Hyakutake approaches within 0.1018 AUs of Earth. (1996) U.S. issues a newly redesigned $100 bill. Still worth $100. Still got an important historical figure on it. They didn't give any of them away. to get them out there in circulation. So, and they're still just as hard to come around as they were before 1996. I think it's the time you bit the year. Oh, okay. 2002 TV reality show The Bachelor, hosted by Chris Harrison, debuts on ABC in the U.S. Robert Bazell, U.S. apologizes to Guatemala. STD experiments. Government researches infected patients with syphilis and gonorrhea without their consent in the 1940s. Wow. You would think as long as syphilis had been around that they would have all the data that they could possibly need. I mean, 100 years before that, people were suffering from gonorrhea and syphilis. So you're not going to tell me that some researchers hadn't done some kind of research in the last 100 years. They had to go out and infect people with it. Wow. 2006 Capitol Hill Massacre. A gunman kills 6 people before taking his own life at a party in Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood. Good morning, KG, you late rising little thing, you. I'm happy that you're here. You know, of course, you know, much like I said earlier, if you were actually in Indiana right now with Wook, I could understand you sleeping in and missing 3/4 of the morning stream, because I know you wouldn't be getting to sleep till late at night. However, you are in Kentucky, so you need to quit playing games so late at night and go to bed, because it's we need you. We need you. 2019, Apple introduces a new TV streaming platform, Apple TV Plus. News service Apple News Plus, and an Apple credit card at star-studded event featuring Oprah. Well, that was memorable. 2019, NASA cancels a planned historic all-female spacewalk because it doesn't have enough spacesuits to fit women. I'm not saying nothing. I could. The things are just crowding into my brain right now, but I'm not saying anything. 2019 first organ transplant between a live HIV donor and an HIV recipient with a kidney transplant in Boston, Massachusetts. I overslept. Yep, kind of figured that. But the really cool thing is, one of these days, those batteries will run out and you'll start getting to bed earlier again. 2021, U.S. President Joe Biden announces a new goal of 200 million. I'm sorry. 200 million vaccinations in his administration's first 100 days. (2021) Republican-led Georgia State Senate passes restrictive changes to state voting. President Joe Biden calls it Jim Crow in the 21st century and a blatant attack on the Constitution. And that's all, folks. Thank you, Rusty, for another great Today in History. Thank you for using talk to text again, at least for part of it, because that's some funny shit right there, dude. I love it. absolutely love it. You would think with the technology that we have today that when you do use talk to text, it would at least stick the right variations of the words into the sentence. Much like, you know, when you're sending an email and you start a certain sentence and it automatically puts the most logical remaining portion of the sentence up there, that all you got to do is just slide across to make it appear on the the final copy. You would think talk to text would be the same way, but what you do? Tanya Paz was a Philippine ferry that sank after colliding with the tanker Vector on 12/20/87 with a death toll of 4,386 and 25 survivors. It remains the deadliest peacetime maritime disaster in history. Dang, temperature's still going up, almost 40 now. Whoop, whoop. We might see 45 degrees today. But I bet we don't see a stop to the rain, because it's still just a misting out there. Like I said earlier off in the stream, guys, I don't know if I will be on tonight or not. If I am on, it will be for a premiere. It all depends on this and how I'm feeling at that time. But if I do not premiere that video tonight, I will have it out Sunday. And you guys can get a good laugh off of it. At least the part of it that I create myself. The rest of it's actually really informative. Like I said, it is a Native Americans stories about the origins of Bigfoot, what it is, things like that, as being retold by Tom Seward. He is from the Northwest coast, Pacific Northwest, and Bigfoot is very much steeped in their tradition and their oral stories. And then, of course, you know, I got to put my own little twist in there somewhere. So I might be doing an interview with Bigfoot. I really honestly don't know. I really honestly don't know. We'll see. In 8 years of repeated malfeasance, Pfizer has accumulated just under $3 billion in fines and civil penalties. $3 billion in fines and civil penalties. But yet when Pfizer closed down in Houston, they locked the doors and none of the employees got any of their back pay. None of them got paid for the work they had done on that pay period. Anything like that. I believe that talk to text works best when an intelligent speaking person is using. I believe regardless, talk to text is hilarious. And, you know, nobody ever said that this channel or our morning live streams are supposed to be serious and no laughing involved and stuff, because damn it, what better way to start the day than laughing with each other or laughing at each other? I mean, whatever the case may be. Sadly enough, I'm the one up here with my picture showing, so most of the laughter is directed at me, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't care. And you guys all know how much trouble I have speaking English. I do not do very well speaking the English, so laugh away. That's all I can say. You can get just as drunk on water as you can on land. Pat Buttram, Mr. Haney. Oh man, Pat Buttram. He was hilarious. Good morning, Wookie. Good to see you. With a big whopping 7 minutes left in the stream. Yeah, 6 minutes. Glad you could join us. You're not very far behind the woman there, bud. She just showed up about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. So you're not doing too awful bad. Life is too short to take everything serious. Live, laugh, and love, and have fun. Exactly. Exactly how I feel about it. That's why every once in a while I will slip out a goofy video that serves no other purpose than to just make people laugh. I mean, why be serious? That is one thing that my health and everything has taught me over the last almost 6 years is you regret we already have enough regrets in our life, whether we want to or not, whether we are the most positive people in the world, or we spend a lot of time thinking about the things we would do different. We all have those issues, and why sit down and watch an entertainer when that's all they're going to do is dwell on all that nasty crap? If you could sit down and laugh, be amazed how little some of the other problems that we go through actually seem after you sat and laughed for a couple hours. Let me see here. KG, baby, you looking beautiful today. Yes, I am on a video call with her and Candy. It's not surprising. It's not surprising. I kind of figured you probably was. Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate that. So like I said, guys, if I don't have a premiere pop-up for today for this evening, don't worry. I'm fine. I'm healthy. It's just me fighting that congestion, the chest pain and stuff from the blood clot breaking up more, which I was forewarned about, that it would get up into my lungs as it broke up. It would cause shortness of breath. It would cause chest pain. My health is not at risk. I'm just either sleeping from the medication or just taking it easy. So don't worry if I'm not premiering a video tonight, which I'll try really hard to do. At least by premiering a video, I don't have to appear on video, and I can still sit back here and type while everybody's watching the premiere. But we'll see. We will definitely see how that goes. If I don't do it tonight, it will be out on Sunday as a premiere, so no worries. I'm up another day with you, brother. On Gene Autry's set, Pat Veter's chest was ripped open in an explosion, exposing his lung. Oh, wow. I never heard that before. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. See you on down the trail. Rusty, my friend, you have a good day yourself. And take care. Try to have a little bit of fun today. It is a Friday. It is the beginning of the weekend officially. Go have a little bit of fun. Go do something you'd like to do. Just need to rest for it on the hill. Oh, I'm not overexerting myself, Sonny. No worries there. Like I said, if I don't walk, I won't get better. But by walking, it's helping to break up that blood clot, which causes the pain and the congestion and stuff. So, I mean, the pain is just a secondary, it's just a side effect of me getting better. And I would much rather feel that pain than know that the clot in my leg is not breaking up. So I'm not going to let it kick my butt. I ain't never been one to succumb to stuff. And by God, you know, my blood sugar is over twice what they want it to be, but it's not slowing me down. And the more I move around, the more stable I keep it. So I keep it from rising. So I'm not going to complain. Google has pictures of Butcherman in the hospital. Oh, wow. That's terrible. That's sad. I never knew that about him. Thank you, Tyrone, for sharing that. I never knew that about him. Nixon was plagued by clots. Never knew that either. Wow. Never knew that. Wow. But all right, guys, it is that time. It is time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. It's time for me to be like a tree and leave. It's time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. So you guys all have a good Friday. Like I said, if I'm not on tonight, no worries. It is just me dealing with the side effects of getting better. So we all want Drew to get better. If I don't get better, y'all got no one to laugh at first thing in the morning. So if I see you guys this evening, fantastic, coolio, amazing. If not, like I said, we'll premiere that thing on Sunday, and we'll be back here again Monday morning. So you guys all have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. Catch y'all later.